been doing, Rick has some strong things he wants to say about, and we want him to say, about what is going on here in the M.Litt MFA program. What is it we believe in? What are the things we do? And so I'm really excited to introduce to you Rick Blunt, M.Litt MFA.
Is someone going to keep time for me? Just tell me at 5:35.
Sure.
Make an exit out of here. Let me just say this real quick. This thing is going to be a little bit practical and a little bit motivational speech. So I only know one way of doing it. I didn't create language, I just use it. I don't know, you got to listen to what I mean and not what I say sometimes. So some of you will be like, what do you mean? Just stay with me and you're going to see what it is. We're going to try and give you some demonstrations, although some things I know I won't have to demonstrate for you guys, but we're going to look at it. First things first, I want you to know that when I got accepted here, this is what they said to me. Frank Southerington said to me on the phone, you don't qualify in any way on paper, but your letter of recommendation was great. Your interview was fun. So we think it might be fun to let you try. That man said to me, and I was like, that's all I need, sir. That's exactly what I said on the phone. That's all I need, sir, is a chance. So, like, first and foremost, like, I believe in absolutely no limits. Like, there's just, the only limits are the ones that you put on yourself. I know. But that's how I talk, it's how I live my life, it's how I like to talk to myself. So, when we talk about this stuff, like some of you will know these lessons. Some of you will know what I'm talking about, and some of you won't. You guys have been around here before, you're like, yes, I know, I know. But it doesn't matter, some people may not know. You guys are actors, directors, and teachers. That means some of you will have advantages in some categories that some of you won't. Now, some of us showed up here with no advantages. And then you learn from everyone. What I'm saying is don't forget to raise the bar for yourself. Like, if you go out there and have a performance that's not that good, there's nothing stopping you from being better the next time. And there's nothing stopping you from being better than that the next time. That's where this comes from. I'm only here because, like today I'm here because everyone came and they make their little discoveries on the stage. They come here and they're like, oh yeah, and they learn this and they learn that. And every class comes in and learns something. But what was happening was each class is coming in sometimes and learning the same lessons, rather than having any of the lessons passed down to them. Now, here's another thing I believe about teaching and learning. There is only one way to learn things, and it's to learn it for yourself. So I know sometimes I'm going to say something, and you may or may not believe me, and you may or may not have to learn this lesson for yourself. I think it's important to say some of these things out loud, and if it's a rule that you agree with or don't agree with, it's still your chance to say, well, I wonder why he said that. I'll tell you one other thing about this program. I'm going to tell you a lot of things about this program. I'm going to tell you about it. But no one will waste your time here. No one will waste your time. I may say something, and if I say it, it's for a reason. I'm not going to make you do something for nothing. That's not what's going to happen here. But if I teach something that you already know, that's good. You already know it. Someone else may not know it. So it's all about being part of the team. It's all about being part of that. So we're going to get into a little bit of all this. Theater, for me, acting, okay, what you have to do is learn to do something that is unnatural, on stage, that looks natural to an audience. Understand what I'm saying? So like you don't actually live in a proscenium world when you're in a proscenium stage. You're never like, ah. So if you have not been an actor on a proscenium stage, so for you directors or for you teachers, like this is a blessing because you don't have to unlearn proscenium. For you actors, you might have to. And I only look at you because you're actors, not because you do that. Okay? So I'm just saying, knowledge that you don't have is good. I'll tell you another thing about grad school real fast. Don't act like you know something you don't. Ask questions that you believe that you need to know. But don't ask what time it is when there's a clock on the wall. See what I'm saying? There's a difference between asking all the questions and a difference between asking the right questions. You see what I'm saying? I happen to ask all the questions. Ralph pulls me aside one day and he's like, don't ask all of them, ask the ones you need to know. So that helps.